welcome back to Horse Racing Today for the Hump Day edition with Terry, Hollywood, Hay, and myself, as always. We'll go quick. The first race at Keeneland coming up pretty shortly. I thought it started a little bit later than it does, so I cut myself short by 10 minutes, folks. But anyway, free bets today, or picks today at, not bets, of course, Delaware Park for our good friends in Turkey. There's a link in the description below. In YouTube. Make sure you take advantage of that. Of course, when the show's over, we'll put all of our picks here. Great story from Nancy Wilkerson about the big races out at Santa Anita on the weekend. Great pictures, great storylines. Make sure you go over to the horseracingtoday.net and read that. And right there, the more you support us, the more stuff like that we can do. Hit that HRT gear button right there. Come on over here. Get yourself a Horse Racing Today t-shirt, hat, apron, coffee mug, you name it. It's over there, and it all supports the show. First race today, Terry, at Keeneland is going to be a mile and a 16th. There's a whole bunch of them today at a mile and a 16th on the track there. Profile the winner, early speed. A whole bunch have gone wire to wire. There's a rail bonus. 2 and 3 are best. 4 through 7 get a discount, Terry. I don't know if that's the right number on there, but that's the way I wrote it down. So if a lot of speed matters in our smart sheets, Terry, who's got the most speed?
Well, the 2 does, but it's followed up by that 3 and that 1, which they're not very far away, so it could be anyone's guess.
And our race shape tells us that speed should do well. The 1 and 6 want to be out front. The 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 prefer to close. Terry, any of these horses going to get good trips?
Yeah, you take a look there. Look at that 1's pretty high, followed up by the 2 and the 6. They're all above that 50% threshold.
Yeah, so C-Zone, we take a look at our projected early pace, and then we compare it to the horse's best performances. There is a 91% chance the one horse, Cool Andy, is going to really like the way this race takes shape. Terry, everybody's come close to hitting par or hit par, only 1 point away at the worst from hitting that 86 speed figure for all the horses in the field. Few class droppers, Terry. Maybe you want to look at horses that have good jockeys, good trainers.
Well, 4 is the best jockey, 6 the best trainer, but I think the best combination is the 6 with a jockey trainer.
Yes, the 6 also has a top last race speed figure of 3 points. That means Andy Beyer says you got to pay attention to that lone P type over there with that 78% C-Zone. 4 horse is your simulation favorite. 6 with the biggest in-race edge of almost 2 lengths. 5 points equals 1 length. Almost 2 lengths of late speed. There you go, Terry. Who's going to win the opener in your estimation?
I like Scottish Storm. Won his last race at high and has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Handsome Pants, the 4 trained by a high percentage winning trainer who wins 22% when switching a horse from turf to dirt. The horse also has a successful jockey and should show improvement back to dirt. Number 1, Cool Andy, 3rd choice, won last race. Rail Post win 20% clip, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 7, My Long Shot, has won last race, has a high percentage winning trainer whose horses win 66% of the time when they come back in the 2nd race off a layoff and has a high percentage winning jockey.
I'm going to start with the 1 horse, Cool Andy. He's got a bet and half right now. 8-1 morning line. According to the folks that are putting their money in the pools, he is 4-1 now. Inside speed, last time out was the first time around on dirt. It was at Churchill Downs. Smoked the competition. This horse is what I call a finely healthy horse, Terry. You see it for the first time in its career. It's making 2 starts in a row. It ran, bench, out after a long time off. And you're going to see that one, I think, show what they hoped they had. The 6 horse did run that top last race speed figure, strong C-Zone, and has that biggest in-race edge. And if it's close to the pace early on, they might not be able to hold off that 2-length late speed edge. Good money, that 2 horse, Terry. That one was on the Kentucky Derby Trail last year. 2 workouts getting ready for today are his best published workouts. Maybe this horse is ready to show why they had Derby dreams. And then finally, Handsome Pants, the 4 horse, that one, Terry, maybe has some of the most back class. Maybe switching to IRAD will help some of that back class show. We do have a $100 Benny in the bet budget. I started off with a nice trifecta, and for the rest of the day for both of us, Terry, it was straight downhill. We'd get some sputters and then get smashed.
Yep.
But 1, 2, 4, and 6 for me. Don't know that I'll pay $300, but if it pays anything above $12, it's a profit. Looks like they're circling. So if we run through race number 2 pretty quickly, Terry, I know our good friend Don Johnson likes when we make it through the first two races. It's another mile and a 16th. Real big thing to pay attention to. Maiden claiming 50 grand. So in our smart sheets, we want to take a look at which horses have hit or exceeded the par number of 81. What do you see there, Terry?
Well, you can see nobody really has. You can see the 3 and the 7 came within really close. And then according to the numbers, the 7's going to do better today. And also the 1 shows the most speed in here.
Yeah, first-time starters are ones you want to pay attention to, especially with scores of 2.5 or more. And then have second race par ability. That means in the second start, that 5 horse with some normal improvement could top that number. Terry, I know that first race is about to get clicking, so let's just go about making our picks for race number 2. I'm sorry, race number 2 was 6 furlongs. There you go. There's the profile of the winner down there. What do you got for race number 2?
Okay, I like number 8, Northern Voyage. Drops in class, has a trainer and jockey, strong win rates, and a good workout on October 3rd. 7 didn't rain, drops in class today. Early runner suited by shorter distance. And then number 1, Pure Gold, rail post winning 20% clip. Early speed style helps chances. Bid the Frost, drops in class today, can improve while going to dirt. Has a good workout October 1st. I'm going to play the 50-cent pick 4, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 with 3, 7 with 7, 12 with 1, 5, 7.
Hopefully I'm still alive. You can see my picks right there. 1, 5, 7, and 4. If you wanted to know the rationale, head on over to horseracingtoday.net when the show's over. You see my pick 4 right there. The reason like that is because race number 1 is underway. And as they get started, the 1 horse is on the front. You have the 3 and the 6 giving chase. The 4 horse right now sitting in 4th place. The 5 horse is in 5th place. Good place for him to be. I don't know if the 2 horse left the gate or not.
Well, the 2 was scratched late.
Oh, was he scratched late?
Yeah.
And well, it doesn't make my pick 4 then. My trifecta box, does it? I just have the 1, the 6, and the 4, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
well, you saved $6.
Yeah, well, I'm going to need it to work out right.
No, you saved $9.
Yeah, because the funny thing for me is the next pick would have been the 3 horse, who's up there as well. Funny stuff how that works out. But we'll see. It's not over yet. But I think it is over because I don't think the 4 horse is going to be anywhere near the finish line at the end. The 1 and the 3 continue to slug it out up on the front. Does look like the 1 horse does have the edge, though he's starting to look a little bit for that 3 horse. And the 3 horse is trying to find it straight at the end. It's wobbling a little bit as the 1 is starting to pull away. Looks like the 6 horse is going to try to get in the mix late, but the jockey's kind of standing up on him. Cool Andy is going to be your winner. Then the 3 horse. And then the 6 horse. I feel like with that late scratch, I should just delete that bet because the 3 would have been next on my list. And just for evidence of that, you'll see right here. Anthonian, right there, bang, was my next pick.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
We'll stick it in there. I'll let you.
Well, we didn't say that on air. So
I know.
it's not the way it works. All right, well, the 1 horse coming home as the winner in race number 1. As I mentioned, race number 2, you can find my picks, my rationale over at horseracingtoday.net when it's over. We'll skip ahead to race number 3 right now, and hopefully I can get back on track. That one is a mile and a 16th. Again, early speed does exceptionally well. The rail gets a bonus. 2 and 3 is the best. 4 and outs gets a discount, Terry. Inside being better than outside. So in race number 3, do we have some inside speed?
Well, you do have that too, but also you've got the 5, 3, and of course the 1. So you've got some, some of the decisions to make here to decide who's going to get to that quarter pole first.
Yeah, thanks. I wish I would have caught that. I would have thrown the 3 in my trifecta. Thanks, Lauren. But so be it, right? When you're busy, sometimes things don't work the way you want. But one thing you got to do pay attention to here, Terry, and is key. You look at these horses, 3 have hit par, so the 3, the 4, the 5. And then down here, the 8 being close. Who's got a chance to do it today?
Well, take a look at that 5 horse. He's got 43.8%, close to that 50% threshold we like to see. But all of them have a chance except for the 7.
Yeah, well, par plus, what we do is we take a look at that speed figure, and then with our magic sauce, we create an algorithm that projects out potential speed figures for today. And in 438 out of the 1,000 simulations, the overstatement did manage to produce a speed figure of 89 or better. If you look at the race shape here, the 2-horse is the only one that wants to be on the lead. Everybody else is middle back. That could favor speed, Terry, but a whole lot of them look like they could end up with trips that match their top performances.
They sure do, especially that 2 and that 4.
5-horse is your simulation favorite. It's also a part of the early pace. It's also got the most late pace. It's also your top pace, Terry. What it doesn't have is the top jockey and trainer combination, and where do you find that?
That's on the 3 for the jockey and the 7 for the trainer, but I like the 3 for the jockey-trainer combination.
Is the 5, in your view, the one to beat here, Terry?
Well, I like the 7. He finished in the money in the last 6 races, winning the last start, and both trainer and jockey have high win rates. Then Laugh and Now Cry Later, the 3, runner-up as a favorite last out, top jockey and best figure at today's distance. And then Overstatement, the 5, finished 3rd in his last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. He has a nice high percentage winning jockey. Look to the Cross, the 6, My Long Shot. Well, he's won the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer. And this trainer wins 22% of the races when taking a horse from turf to dirt. And he has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
The 3-horse, it is the favorite in this race, and I think it is probably the one to beat. Laugh Now, Cry Later. That's probably what's going to happen when the race is over. But last time out, the horse just missed. 3rd start after layoff with seriously better fractions. Number 8, The Ultimate Strike. Does have a pair of seconds in a pair of races at Keeneland. Last time out, this horse smoked everybody else on the track, with all of its race internals being better across the board. 5 ways better. Better early pace, better late pace, and better mid pace with better fractions. The 3-horse also with that 5 ways better. Number 4, Batter Up. A little bit of a long shot right there. It's just a half a length away from winning 3 races in a row. And as we pointed out, it's one of 3 horses in the race that has a par trip. So you got to consider that horse, especially at a nice price of 15-1. And then Overstatement is your simulation favorite, that 5-horse. It's also your top total pace. It's going to be coming with a lot of aggression at the end of the race, but the speed, the track bias tends to favor horses that are forward, and there's not a lot of horses that, as we saw in our race shape, that want to be forward, so might not get the trip it's looking for, and you see that, I think, set up there with the lower C-zone. No bets for me in race number 3. Race number 4 marks the end of the first half of this 8-race card, Terry. In race number 4, I think they're going to do it again. 1 mile and a 16th. Indeed, they are. This one is for maiden claimers for $30,000, 2 years old. Again, that speed figure number, that Brisna's par speed fig number, big thing to pay attention to. In race number 4, Terry, have any of them hit it?
No, none of them have. And according to the data, only the 6 has a chance to do it today.
Yes, the 6 with better early pace and better fractions, the only horse to do that. A couple of horses, by the way, I measure it, making class drops in here, Terry. Race shape could be huge because look at this. The 7 and 11 want to get forward. The 1 wants to pressure. The 6 wants to close. All these others have not finished within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. Terry, along with being forward, the 7 looks like it could be your pace setter in here. Looks like it also might like being out front. Yeah,
sure does. It has the highest C-zone number here at 70%, followed up by that 5 and that 6. So very comfortable for that 7 in here.
Yeah, it's also part of the best jockey trainer grouping in here. Which one do you think ranks out the top?
Well, the 8 does, but it's really close with the 7. So I think it's going to be either one of those would be a good choice.
So you got the 7 with a 10-point last race speed figure, the 6 as a prohibitive simulation odd favorite. 7 could be on the lead with the top C-zone. The 5 is going to show a lot of late speed in here, Terry, and the 11 grades out as our top total pace horse. Everybody's a no. I mean, is this just an all race and move on?
Yeah, most I would think so. But I like in here the 7. He finished in the money in his last 6 races, so he's very competitive. He's won his last start. Both trainer and jockey have high win rates. Oops, I'm on the wrong race here. Let's
have
go
the
to the
7.
4. Yeah, but I'm talking about the wrong horse.
All
Okay,
right.
he finished third versus similar in his last race, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And also, the 12 is my second choice. He has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 28% of the races in the horse's second career, and a high percentage winning jockey. Gray is okay. Is the 6, drops in class today, has a trainer, wins 23% of the time with horses moving from a maiden to a maiden claiming race, and a high percentage winning jockey. The 1 is my long shot, the rail post winning 20% clip, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets here for me.
What's sad is that trifecta, had I caught Lauren's note, paid for 50 cents with the 3 horse, $76.71. Would have been very takeable there, Mr. Terry.
That's right.
What are you going to do? It's the way the ball bounces sometimes, probably more frequently than it should.
Yeah.
The 6 horse in here, Gray is okay. That is the simulation favorite, better early pace, better fractions, and a good chance for this horse to rebound in its third start. Tingus Pingus, the 7 horse, going to be on the lead. Been well bet in both of its races. Strong C-Zone says it should enjoy being out there. The 12 horse, Psalmist, second race upside, did make a very solid late move in its debut. And then Red Speedo, how you'll catch Terry on the beach. Top total pace and very consistent horse, but not really sure if that's the one I wanted to put in there. But after going through all the numbers, that's where I settled. So I'm going to go 6, 7, 11, 12, and hopefully there won't be a late scratch in race number 4. Going to make our way to the second half of the card right now, starting in race number 5. And guess what? They're going to go a mile and 16th, claiming 32,000. Again, 52% of the horses have gone to the lead and stayed on the lead. The rail does well. 2 and 3 is the best. 4 and out discounted from inside, though, being better than outside. And what happened here? What happened to our? There we go. Everything's a little out of order. And race number 5, Terry, who's got the inside speed? Nobody.
Well, the 7, 9, and 1 all show similar speed numbers, but they all have a lot of speed in here. So it's just anyone's guess who's going to get that quarter pole first.
Yeah, they're going to get wild coming out of the gate there, it looks like, for sure.
Yeah.
So if you look at the way the race shape takes out, though, only the 1 and the 9 want the lead. So I think the 1 on the rail with the 9, maybe on the outside, might try to pursue getting forward. Everybody else is middle back. So only one true closer in here, the 5 horse, although doesn't have the most late speed in there, Terry. All of these horses really looks like only 2 of them, especially the 7, are going to like the setup.
That's right. The 7 and the 8. The 7's at 75%, so it's going to be very comfortable here.
Only 2 class droppers. You got the 2 and the 5 taking a move down in class. You got a bunch of horses that have hit par. In this case, that number is 90. Most of the others have come within 1 or 3 points or 2 points of that number, Terry. But it does look, again, like we got 3 horses that are standouts, relatively speaking, to the rest for your ability to hit par again.
Yeah, that's that 2 and the 8, and then, of course, the 9. So
we see the 2 and the 8 at the top of the simulation odds. We see them at the top of the top total pace. We don't see either one of them, though, cracking the top jockey and trainer combos.
No, the 9 has the best jockey. It's 2 has the best trainer, but the 9 has the best combination of jockey trainer.
And who has the best combination of what it takes to win in Terry Hollywood Hayes' view?
Well, I like in here the 1 Eyewitness rail post winning 20% clip, returning to the dirt with early speed and a shorter distance, favors this horse, and then has a successful winning trainer and jockey. Eastside Cool, the 8, finished in the money in the last 3 races, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Trident Hit, the 5 has dropped in class today. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then the 7 drops in class today. Early speed running style helps chances. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. He's my long shot. Play the last Miami Vice Don Johnson pick 4, 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 with the 3, 7 with the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the 5, 7, $50 ticket.
All right. Well, let's take a look at my picks. I have Castle Island, the 7 horse, as my top selection. It's going to go out to the front. Does have that top C zone and play a game of catch me if you can. Trident Hit, the 5 horse, has a pair of seconds and 2 tries at Keeneland. Plenty of very consistent class. Number 1, Eyewitness. A little bit of a long shot there. Speed and Fade in its last race. Small cut back and switch to Irad Ortiz. Going to be a difference maker. We shall see. The 8 horse, I wanted to put this one a little bit higher. East Side Cool. It was either that or the 9. Something sneaky about the 9 today. But East Side is your simulation favorite. There's one of your top total pace horses in there. Resume says the 3rd race after a layoff should be solid, but the trainer claimed this horse last time out. 37 times he's taken horses off to the track. First time off of claiming. You know how many he's won, Terry?
None.
None, yes. As many as you and I. So I'm not going to bet against the 0 for 37 trend. 157. Thought about throwing the 9 in there. 3, 4, 7, 11. 1, 3, 5, 6. And 7 and 8 for my late pick 4 for our good friend Don Johnson, Miami Vice. Looks like in race number 6, Terry's best bet's about to make an entrance for the day. And in this case, they're going to run a mile and a 8th on turf. It's another maiden race. So as we've talked about before, when you look at maiden races, the key here is that 86 speed figure. You want to see which have an opportunity to get to that speed figure today, Terry. And it only looks like 2 of them got that chance.
Yeah, the 3 and the 4 do. But although 6 came very close last time, and then the 9 has a maybe 4. So, and then today take a look. The 3 and the 4 have the best numbers to do it today.
Yes, indeed. And well, being a maiden race, you also want to look at second race probability or first time starters. So there's no first time starters, but this 11 horse over here with a chance to hit as much as 88 for Feeling Grand. That's a 20 to 1 shot. Maybe you take a look at that. I've noticed in a lot of these races, Terry, these C-zone factors, when there's one horse that stands out versus the rest, boy, you better sometimes look at those and who's that.
That's that one horse. Take a look at that, 88% plus.
Nobody else remotely close. They might even not add up to it. Yeah, they do. You have 2 that want to be on the lead, 2 that want to pressure, 3 that want to close, and 3 that have not finished within 5 lengths of the winner. 3 horse is a very strong favorite here, Terry, according to our simulation odds. Is it strong enough to be your best bet of the day?
Well, I don't know about that. I like the 7 Founders. He won his last race and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Blast Furnace 3 has run second versus Tougher in his last race as a favorite, but this has a high percentage winning trainer and top jockey, and the best turf speed is Fast Among Today's Stars. The 4 is my 3rd choice, 3rd against Tougher last race, drops in class today, shares top turf speed, trainer and jockey have high win rates. Number 10, Kicking Clear, drops in class today, trainer and jockey have high win rates. And of course, Founders is my pick of the day, and I've been ice cold, so I'm hoping to break out of that today. I'm going to bet 20 to win on 7. $10 exacta box 3, 7, a $10 exacta 7 on top of the 3, 4, 10, and a $5 exacta box 3, 4, 7. That's it.
Yeah, I have the 4 horse Golden Sovereign or Gold Sovereign, excuse me. That was my top choice in here. Any improvement in its 3rd career start, and it's going to be really difficult, I feel, to beat this one. Blast Furnace, the 3 horse. That one finished ahead of the 4 last time out, a pair of workouts since that race, but been on the track 10 times and hasn't won yet. So I'm going to give the horse making its 3rd chance to win edge over the horse making its 11th chance to win. Speaking of 11s, Feeling Grand. That one has that second race probability down here, folks. Going to be a little sneaky horse in there. And if you look at that probability number, if it comes close to that, and then you look at what everybody else has done so far, it's much better than what most of the others have achieved. And then I have the 7 horse Founders. Was a tough call for me over the 8, the 9, and the 10. But I feel like it has more upside with less races than the other horses have. And switch to Irad Ortiz helping out today. I'm going to go straight $5 exacta. I think the 4 horse wins this race with the 3, 7, 9, 10, and 11. Maybe the 7 beats me. We'll see. Race 7 is the beginning of the late daily double. That's going to be 7 furlongs. And the profile of a winner, you see 6 out of 13 went wire to wire. There's a rail bonus. 2 through 7 have had it a little bit more difficult. And then 8 and out has been the best place to be for race number 7, Terry. So as we talk about that, we also want speed. So tell us, Terry, in the 7th race. Who has all of it?
Well, the 3 and the 5 have very similar speed numbers, and they could go head to head to that quarter post, followed up by the 1, and that's how I see it.
Yes, and you see most of these horses want to be middle forward, so maybe a day today where a closer could come in, the 6 or the 8. Speaking of the 6, Lady Go-Go, instead of Gaga, has a 4-point last race speed figure edge over here, Terry. Nobody's hit par, so in these races, a lot of times I focus on the C zones and a few of them to pick from.
Yeah, take a look at the 2 has a really high one, and the 6 has a very high one, followed up by that 4. So, and then the 7 is just over that 50% threshold we like.
Yeah, maybe there's some overlays in here to consider.
Yeah, take a look at the 1, 4-1 to 20 to 1, and then the 8 is a 5-1 to 8 to 1.
Yeah, not bad in there at all. A little bit of an overlay too for no what ifs. The simulation favorite, a pretty big simulation favorite at 8 to 5. Also, your top total pace horse, Terry, and also in the mix if you like to play the jockeys.
Yeah, that's right. But the 7 shows the best jockey, and then the 5 I think is the best trainer, and the 7 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Yes, got a lot going on there. The 3 horse is the only one that's dropping in class here today, Terry. So in race number 7, we both like the lone class dropper.
Yep, no what ifs. She has placed in 5 out of 7 career races, finished 3rd in her last outing, shares the fastest 3rd speed among today's runners, and is paired with a high performance trainer and jockey. Lady Go-Go, the 6, finished 3rd versus similar in her last race. Best 3rd speed is fast among today's starters and has a good workout on September 27th. 2, Ticking Time Bomb, Blonde. The return to dirt offers hope for improvement, drops in class today, and has a good workout on September 26th. The 1 is my long shot. Has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Early running speed style will help her chances. That's it.
All right. So no what ifs. That 3 horse, Terry. That should get the W today. Simulation favorite, top total pace, chance to lead, lone class dropper. Lots of reasons to like that one. The 1 horse, Savaro de Sala. I can't do that very well, but hey, what the hell? It's a maybe long shot versus no yeses in the field. So again, you look over here. The 1 horse is a maybe 5. Everybody else is either a maybe or hasn't hit par. So what the hell, right?
Yep.
The only time this horse ran at Keeneland, however, you know what it did, Terry?
1.
There you go, with the 82 speed figure, which maybe not going to win that race, but still shows that it has perhaps horse for the course potential. Lady Go-Go, that one, Terry, it doesn't look like it on paper, but could be a part of the early pace in here, Terry. It does have some of the most late speed to go. And then finally, She Called. Most likely pace setter. We see that here with better early pace last time out, as well as better fractions. The only horse in the race to make that claim. Top trainer, maybe a little bit of a questionable jockey choice in there, Terry, but we shall see. My bets in here, I got a 50-cent trifecta box, 1, 3, 5, and 6, and then a $4 exact key box, the 3 over the 1, the 5, and the 6. Before we move on to the last race for today, Terry, tomorrow we'll be back for Belmont at the Big A. No update yet from Thomas on what the Foreign Friday is going to look like, but for sure, I can't say for sure, 90% certain we'll be back for Foreign Fridays. Now make sure you're watching. I should be watching the comment section so that I know the 2 scratched, and we would have won another trifecta in race number 1. But hey, sometimes CTE is a terrible thing, but it would be terrible if you didn't do what, Terry?
You didn't subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is easy to do. It doesn't cost you anything. You hit that little bell, and that'll notify you about 30 minutes before our programs start. And then go ahead and copy the link that's down below and share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look at us. I know they're going to like what they see. Go to our social sites such as Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, and Horse Race, the number 2 day, and give us a thumbs up and a like. And then also keep these comments and picks coming, such as Private Ross and Lauren has done this morning.
Yes, and if you go to Lauren_Shap on X, I don't know how many tracks today, handicappers that she's gone ahead and consolidated, aggregated into one place, but Lauren_, you see the name right there on the screen, Shap at X. She'll have a ton of picks for you there to check out, so make sure you do that. Last race for this day, mile and a 16th on the turf. Terry, a big one, allowance $130,000. That's a stakes race without being a stakes race. You can see here they haven't run very many of them, so we don't really have any speed figure data. But what we do see is a mile and a 16th on the turf. 21% have gone wire to wire. Inside out bonus. I don't know why we got nothing here, but we do have bias numbers. Doesn't make any sense, but hey, it's the data we get from Brisnet. Terry, we have no idea what's going to happen in this race since it's a 0 par. Guess what they've all done?
They've all reached par in the past, and they have a chance to do the same thing today.
Yes, indeed. Because I think I could top 0, but maybe not. I don't know. You have 3 that won. I probably would get a negative figure compared to the horses. 3 want to be on the front. Everybody else middle back. Terry, so if that's the case, getting forward in this spot could help you. And it looks like the outside horse might get a shot to be out there.
Well, yeah, that 11 has lots of speed, as you see, followed up by the 5 and the 6.
A little bit of a comfort out there, but only 3 of them getting a comfort zone score above 50%. So the 3 and the 4, pretty strong chance that they're going to find a race they like today. 3 is your simulation favorite. It's not a part of your top total pace in here, Terry. Again, jockeys and trainers in these wide open races might be a place to look. And where would you go?
Well, the 3 is the best jockey according to the data. The 8 is the best trainer, but I think the 6 is the best trainer jockey combination. So
in a race where everybody can go above 0, for sure, Terry, where they're all dropping in class, yes, indeed. Looks like the 3 horses taking the biggest class drop. Value might be the way to go, Terry. And where is it?
Well, you take a look at the 3, 4-1 to 12-1. The 6 is a good value from 4-1 to 9-2. 10 has a good value from 5-1 to a whopping 30-1, and the same with the 11, 4-1 to a whopping 30-1.
The 8 was scratched. Excuse my picks in the first. Yeah, mine was scratched too. The 2 horse. So I got shorted out of $75. It happens. All right. Well, in all race to end the day, Terry. So in race number 8, what are all of your picks?
I like the 7 Cameo Performance, placed in 6 of the last 10 career starts, winning 2 races, drops in class today, high speed figure, last race speed figure, and a strong jockey and trainer, and a bullet workout on the 26th of September. Then I like the 5 has won his last 2 races in a row, goes for a hat trip, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Mountain Bear, the 8. Finished 3rd versus Tougher in the last race, drops in class today. Best turf speeds, fast among the starters. He's my 3rd pick, and my long shot is Guided Kraken, the 6. He's placed in 8 of the last 10 races, winning 3 of those, finishing 2nd in the last race. Trainer and jockey have high win rates. No additional bets for me. I'm out of money.
38 handicappers today for Lauren. So Lauren _Shop. You see it right there. On X. That's a lot of work, folks. Doing it for free. It's the least you can do is go over there, follow her, help her build her audience so that maybe she can monetize it. And I can tell you, Terry can tell you, monetizing this stuff is borderline impossible. We do it for the love of the game, folks, or because we're just flat crazy or stupid. Or what is the definition of insane? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yep.
I think we are the textbook of that. Cameo Performance, Terry, my top choice too. Maybe one of the more, it looks like, according to the morning line maker, they're the most obvious pick on the card today. Most consistent high-end performer. Last time out showed some explosive late speed. Mountain Bear, number 8. No question the turf class is there. It comes over from England and ran a couple of races here. Strong, really strong workouts between races. Then the 6 horse in there for me. Gilded Kraken will try to go wire to wire, but tends to fade at the end of the race. 6 times out on turf. 1 win and a quartet of seconds. Finally, Wyoming Bill. That is one of your simulation favorites. Gets Irad Ortiz. And if you look at this horse, Terry, one of the things I like to look at is just the way they run their races. You see Wyoming Bill, grade 1 last time out. But look what this horse does at times. You get huge moves, right? Those are ginormous pace numbers. So essentially what that tells you is Wyoming Bill likes to make one big move in the course of the race. Who better to time that move than jockey Irad Ortiz? and that's why that horse gets my third spot and makes it into my 50-cent trifecta box 3, 6, 7, and 8. So race number 1 is in the books. The one horse won race number 1. And if I had paid attention to Lauren, like I'm telling you to do over on X, I would have known the 2 scratched. The 4 would have been there, and then the 3, and I would have had that trifecta. But guess what? I didn't pay attention. Here's the way we see the rest of the card. Race number 2 marks the beginning of the pick 4s. You can find out my rationale for what I like over at horseracingtoday.net in just a moment. It'll be right there on the front of the screen. You'll click on that link, and then it'll take you to our picks, our comments, as well as our suggested wagers. A race replay will be there as well. In the description on YouTube, you'll find the link and explanation for Smart Sheets. You'll find a tip jar. Kindly hit that up. And you'll find the free picks over at Delaware Park. You can also find that HRT Gear button right there. Click on that. Get 20% off for orders over $70. Great way to look great, support the show. And then race number 3, no bets. Race number 4, another trifecta box, and hopefully no scratches in there either. Race number 5, I believe, starts the late pick 4. Yes, indeed, the race of death links the late pick 4 to the early pick 4. Race number 6, Terry's best bet. Race number 7, a trifecta box, exacta again, and then another trifecta box for me. Terry, we're off to see the Wizard of Belmont at the Big A tomorrow. Before we do that, just a quick reminder, what should folks do to make sure they don't miss the Belmont show?
Well, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's just a necessary thing to do, especially if you come and watch us every day. It's something you should feel good about doing. And go ahead and hit the bell to remind you when the program's coming up. Copy the link down below and share it with everybody. And go to our social sites such as Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, Twitter, Twitter's X, and Threads and Blue Sky at Horse Race number 2 day, and give us a thumbs up and a like, and keep these comments and picks coming as you're doing today.
So race number 2 is underway, and the one horse is on the lead with the 7 horse pursuing. They make it through the opening turn in a pretty, if those fractions are right, that's pretty fast. But it's only 6 furlongs, but still 21 and 91 is the one that's blazing out to lead, purple and gold. 7 horse hanging in there. The looks like the 8 horse is trying to make an advance as the 1 horse continues to hold the line up front. Ran kind of fast. I don't know if you're going to be able to hold on to that kind of pace, but we'll see. The 7 horse is making up some ground. You have the 3 horse on the outside come in pretty aggressively, or that's the 8 horse, I think, coming pretty aggressively. The 1 and 7 continue to set the lead here. It does look like at the end of the race, it's going to come down to the 7 and the 8. I do think the 8 is moving a little bit better than the 7, but the finish line is coming, and indeed the 8 horse wins. So there you go. 8 horse top pick. Northern Voyage going off as the 4-1 choice. The 7 was your 6-5 favorite. So there you got it, folks. Okay. Race number 2 is in the books. So Terry's bet won race number 2. My first pick won race number 1. So maybe we'll alternate for the rest of the day to keep that trend going. Do we have any common ones in there? It does only race 7. So bet the 3, folks. That's the lock of the day. Any final thoughts from you before we go, Terry?
Oh, yeah, just I want everybody to be careful. Take your time today with whatever you're going to do. And if you're playing the horses, I hope you win. Make sure you go check out Lauren's picks or Lauren's page so that you can see what she's doing on X. And I'll see you tomorrow at Belmont.
Indeed. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this hump day, we certainly hope that you have God's grace, God's favor, every single thing that you do between now and then, like the 1 in the first and the 8 in the second, ends up in
winner's circle.
Yes, indeed. Make it a blessed Wednesday.